Your local zoo weather authority forecast with Ryan Martin.
Welcome back, everybody. Health index for today. We are low for tree pollen and grass. We are high, though, for mold, and we are medium for weeds. And this all courtesy of Texan Allergy and Dr. Paul Fulmer. You can visit their website, texanallergy.com. Now, our almanac for today, definitely a big change from yesterday, all the way up into the 90s, 94 degrees, well above our average, and not too far off of our record of 98 degrees. If you were at the UTPB game, you definitely noticed the temperatures, but right now we're down to the mild conditions, 81 degrees right here in Odessa, Midland. Seeing the 70s, though, out in southeastern New Mexico, and even seeing the 60s down in Alpine, but we're mainly seeing 80s in the other areas, 82 in Pecos and 80 over in Fort Stockton, high 80s down along the border. And the humidity definitely played a factor today. Definitely was not very fun, but it should be drying out in the next couple of days, but we're still seeing these very strong humidity readings. A little more dry out to the west, but that's really only the Guadalupe Mountains and down in Presidio that's seeing these dry conditions. Everywhere else, definitely very muggy out there, and we're also seeing very clear skies throughout the Lone Star State, and we're seeing clear skies here in the basin, and hopefully more clear skies we see should dry these conditions out, so we're not dealing with this humidity because it's definitely not fun to deal with right now. I'm not a fan of humidity if you don't already know that. Wind speeds, though, definitely not playing a factor. Calm conditions over in Pecos, only seeing 3-mile-an-hour winds here in Odessa, Midland, and 7 over in Big Spring. As you know, definitely a different result yesterday. A very windy night in the basin. We had that tornado touchdown over in up in Goldsmith, but fortunately clear skies, and we're going to be seeing more clear skies in the next couple of days. Not really anything picking up in our wind gusts, though we did hit peak gusts of 40 miles an hour in Odessa, Midland today, and 31 out in Big Spring. Even seeing 29 down in Alpine. Now, looking at our temperatures for tonight, we're going to be seeing another mild night over in the northern basin, seeing temperatures down into the low 60s for Tatum, Lovington. Going to stay in the 70s, though, in Andrews, Big Spring, and Gale. 65 in Seminole for the low tonight, 69 in Lamesa, and then back up into the 90s tomorrow. Good chance of seeing 90s just about everywhere in the northern basin tomorrow. 90 in Lovington and Tatum, all the way up to 94 in Carlsbad and 96 in Big Spring, and that's the case for the Central Basin. But tonight, going to stay in the 70s. But then tomorrow, as I said before, chance of seeing these 90s again. 94 in Odessa, Midland, 96 Garden City, 97 Cope Ranch, 97 in Rankin, and then going into the Trans-Pecos, could see 60s tonight in Red Bluff and Pecos, but going to stay in the 70s everywhere else. 72 in Fort Stockton, 74 in Bakersfield, 72 in Ira Ann, and then tomorrow, high 90s, Pecos, Bakersfield, Fort Stockton, Ira Ann, Sheffield, 95 in Sanderson, 98 in Dryden. Just a very hot day in the Trans-Pecos for tomorrow. Low 60s tonight, though, in the mountains. Valentine, Marfa, 61 degrees. Fort Davis, 61. Pine Springs, 64. But going to stay in the 70s. Presidio and the Big Bend Mountains, as well as Marathon, down to 66 degrees. And then tomorrow, Presidio does have a chance of hitting the hundreds tomorrow. The only area in the basin that could be seeing triple-digit heat, while going to stay in the 80s, though, in Valentine, Marfa, Alpine, 89 degrees, 86 in Fort Davis. So good news on that front. Not as much in Presidio. Looking at our 7-day forecast, 90s for the next couple of days. Then we should drop down into the 80s for the first day of fall. That is on Thursday. But definitely a different result from what we saw yesterday. Starting to see clear skies for the next couple of days. We do have a chance of seeing more rain by when Saturday rolls around, but then we're going to drop down into the 80s. But 94 for Monday, 92 on Tuesday, 90 on Wednesday. It's going to be a hot next couple of days. Game of Thrones just won the Emmy for Best Drama Series. Winter is not coming here, though, however.
I hope not. I didn't realize it's already fall.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And we're still seeing these summertime-like conditions outside.
I'm not surprised, but
no.
Good to hear. I love fall weather, so
let's hope we can see more of those 80s very soon.
All right, Ryan, thank you for that. And in your national headlines this weekend, video just moments